welcome back everybody. You're here with us on Cape Rugby TV. Jerome, for yourself and the guys at Western Province, is it all systems go now again? You guys have to still go out on the weekends? You're finding different clubs, different venues? Is it back to that? The holiday is properly over, 7 days a week?
Yeah, no, it's done, properly done. So we're busy in the evenings. Every evening now I'm busy. So is all the other guys who's working at Western Province. Busy, and then obviously the coaching seminars is going to start now.
Yeah.
Coaching the women's coming in on Saturdays now. Gonna come, the club girls from the women gonna come in. So it's all systems going here.
So let's just quickly touch on that, specifically here on women's rugby, because we are going to take a look at some of the highlights. In fact, before we go to that, folks, of course, Belhar Rugby Football Club sent us their training videos. Ashwin Sprague and his team, Belhar, Jerome, they're looking to have a strong season in Super League B.
Yeah, look, I know they've been fighting to get up to Super League A. So hopefully this year they can do much better, because they used to be a strong club.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at some of the training videos that Ashwin and Anissa and the team sent us. Right, Jerome, so Belhar, as I was saying, one of the things, whenever I talk about clubs that were in Super League A, it doesn't matter, for me, it doesn't matter the league they're in, Super League B, Super League C, you still have a Super League A mentality. You've experienced all of that stuff. You've experienced that high level of competition. You've experienced the level of pressure, the level of stress. You've gone through the process of making sure that you've got managers and clubs and conditioning coaches and all that. For Belhar, playing in Super League B, that is what they will be, the other teams will be facing, is they will know that for the teams that have been in Super League A formerly, I mean UWC being one of them, they will know that they are up against a team that is organized.
Yeah, I mean, look at a typical example of playing in the Super League A, a team like NNK.
Yeah.
When they come and play, when you play against them from Super League B, you can feel the difference, though they lose most of the games in Super A, but you know you play against them. So, yeah, it's clubs like Belhar and even Belleville, who in the past used to play there, they're always competitive in Super League B because of, like you say, because of the experience that they build up playing Super League A, and they still aspire to play there. And they must never give that hope up, otherwise the club is not, then you're just going to go down.
Yeah.
So it's good to keep on fighting and to have that aspiration to still play up there.
All right, folks, of course we are focusing on women's rugby. We've got some clips for you from Falsebay, as well as some of the practice session at the High Performance Centre this week. Let's first take a look at some of the action from Falsebay. This was on Monday night.
train and a lot of running, but we had a huge turnout. I think the numbers are great, and I hope we maintain the same numbers throughout the season. I think the tempo and the intensity, the standards are a little bit higher, as explained by our new coach, Coach Greg. Also, I think we have a little bit more experience from some of the players coming in. We have a few players coming in from touch, and yeah, I think we're going to have a very exciting season. Yeah.
Right, folks, of course, Falsebay Rugby Football Club, the women's team really doing well, Jerome.
Yeah, good to see a lot of girls on the field. I just hope they're all going to come Saturday to the HPC.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see them.
Before we talk about that, because that is what we're going to talk about next, we're going to close the show with that. Let's quickly take a look at the women's training at the High Performance Centre. This was, of course, on Monday night. There we go, folks. Of course, our Western Province Rugby women's side. Jerome, quickly, what were you doing there?
Yeah, JP, the session was mainly with the tight five outside while the others were in the gym. So it was more core stuff.
Yeah.
Just prepare them this time of the season, just to prepare them on the core, like their bear crawl, in their like the one-on-ones, just to keep their body weight. You can't keep your body weight if your core is not strong. We were talking earlier about core. I think we don't do enough at clubs in terms of the core. So people think they can just go scrum, but if you don't have a solid core, you can't scrum. So
yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand what that means, what the word core means. Finally, Jerome, this weekend is a massive weekend for Western Provinces. Open trials for all women players to come to the High Performance Centre on Saturday. They've got to be there at 8:30.
Yeah, it's registration at 8:30.
Yeah.
So it's going to be nice. I think the weather is going to be nice on Saturday. So I hope we see a lot of goals coming out. We want all the clubs to send whoever is playing rugby at their club, and we want the coaches to come because it's also a learning phase for the coaches. So we're going to do this every Saturday morning, basically almost till the season starts. Yeah.
All right.
And it gives, I think it gives the clubs and the girls also a different perspective of how we see things and how they do things, and the coaches can go and basically do the same sessions when they go back to their clubs.
Jerome, thanks for joining me. We'll leave it at that.
Pleasure. See you next week again.
There we go. Right, folks, there you go. That's a wrap from us this evening. And then that's just a final note. Please remember, notify your women rugby players that there is open trials for women rugby players at our Western Province Rugby High Performance Institute this coming Saturday. Registration starts at 8:30 and the testing starts at 9. So if you're watching the show right now, pass on the messages and make sure that all your women rugby players, whether at your club or even not at your club, are aware of the open trials happening at Western Province HPC this coming Saturday, starting at 8:30. That's a wrap. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. A fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.